What's up, you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to the channel and this Apex Legends video. And today we're going to be talking about some huge revelations for the future of Apex that you might not even know about because they were released on Twitter, and they officially take place between the conclusion of the comics that we got for the Season 6 quest and the events that we saw here in the Season 7 launch trailer. Over the past few weeks, a series of comics that continue the Season 6 quest have been released on the Play Apex Twitter page. And not only do they deliver a hefty dose of character development for our main man Mirage, but they also give us a huge revelation about his mother. That's pretty shocking, to be honest. Now, recapping what I've talked about so far. After Mirage figured out that he accidentally sent away Rampart's stuff, he rushed to Wraith, his trusty sidekick friend, to try and get her help to solve the situation because he believes he's in real deep trouble with Rampart and thinks the best idea is to go get some flowers. And at this point we see that Wraith has been closing in on her own identity. If you didn't already know, the character of Wraith has no memory of who she used to be before she had the operation that gave her the supernatural powers that she takes advantage of. And it's a very sore point for her. She hates the fact that she has no memories. And Mirage makes a really poorly timed joke making fun of her amnesia. It really pisses Wraith off. And then Mirage is just kind of left alone with no friends at all and no one else to turn to except for his mother. And this is when the revelations start to pour in. Now, throughout the comic, there's this beautiful monologue from Mirage talking about how he likes to put up a front and treat himself like a joke, but it ends up hurting his relationships, and he needs to start to change that and take himself and his friends more seriously. But he starts with going to his mother for help with Wraith, because apparently Mirage's mother not only helped him develop his holo technology he uses, but also used to work with the IMC. That's right, she used to work for the bad guys of the Titanfall universe. And in fact, she has boxes and boxes and boxes worth of materials and paperwork from when she used to work for the IMC. And so that really raises the question of how much history does Mirage's mother actually have with the IMC? Does she know Blisk? Does she know anybody that has to do with Ares? If she worked directly with Wraith, she probably did work with the Ares division at some point in time and maybe had direct work to do with the experiments that caused Wraith's condition in the first place, because Mirage was able to find Wraith's personnel file within his mother's documents about her former life. And finally, he was able to access the information that Wraith so desperately wanted. All she wanted was to know who she used to be and have a birthday. And at least Mirage was able to give that to her. But he wasn't able to stop yet because he had more than one person he had to make up for. He had to make up to his best buddy, Pathfinder, because he wasn't there when Pathfinder needed him. Pathfinder has been deep in the dumps ever since Ash left him, and apparently has been going to the dumpster where he found her every single day, hoping to find her there again, and decided to use the flowers that he was going to buy for Rampart and had them sent over to Pathfinder's house instead, which is pretty adorable, pretty cute, gesture to friends like that. And Wraith, as you can see, is extremely excited and happy to finally have at least a little piece, have that little bit of information about how she used to be. And of course, Pathfinder is, incurably optimistic, and so is super happy to hear from his best friend. And you can even see how happy he was in that trailer to be flying around with his best buddy Mirage. And then finally he stops by Rampart's house with the best thing that he can think of to make up for what he did, which is a bouquet of wrenches. And by the end of this comic, they have seemingly made up and are friends with each other. And I love this line from Mirage where he says, "Time to grow up. Stop being the guy who mouths up and be the man who shows up. To hell with fear. Take that first step and you never know where it'll lead you." That's such a true life saying in general. You guys, you need to start implementing that in your own life. If you have something that you want to do, that you're passionate about and you think you can succeed at, you have to take the first step. Like starting a YouTube channel or starting a Twitch stream. If you don't take that first step, then nothing will happen. You will gain no success by staying in the same place and doing nothing. So go out there and make that change for yourself. Stop being the person that takes himself like a joke. Stop being the person that mouths off and start being the person that shows up. I hope we can all start to live our lives a little bit more like our main man Mirage. And guess what? I'm going to be living my life like Mirage tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Because guess what? We are getting the Season 7 gameplay trailer Friday, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to be streaming it right here on YouTube. So I hope to see you guys there. In the meantime, I'm not amazing. I'm just mediocre. And I'm out.